Alright guys, this will be the second video that I've done like this. This is the war camp from yesterday.
Everybody dismount, stay
I'm recording this. We fought, I believe it was Famiglia and Conflict, but I'm not sure. All I know is it was truly it. They did have bigger numbers than us, but I mean that's not something we really need to worry about because we could have beat them. There were some mistakes from me, there were mistakes from others. It's all cool, it's all cool. One big mistake I'll say right now is our healers. I did not make sure that there were enough of you. So, I mean, don't be too discouraged about a loss. But, alright, so we're going to skip to where the action really starts. So, as you can see, we take... Let's see, skip to it. We take the angle where we are fighting them towards the war camp, and we're behind the war camp. We did this because we know that choke's here and they really don't. You'll see us punish them for that in a bit. Alright, you'll see me X up here to go ahead and get our guys positioned. Right now, we've got good positioning. Like, I like how this is set up. We call that this is our choke. That's good. And then we move forward lightly, and I tell everybody to come up and harass. And I'm going to just let the video play until the next point comes up. Back lightly, pulling back lightly. Look at that. They have some DPS above us. They have some DPS above us. Be careful of that DPS. Grindcore, stay on that top. I want you to watch that top. If they start pushing through there, I want you to clump platform. Here they come, guys. They're light moving towards us. They're moving towards us. This is what we want. Back up, back up, back. See if they'll come here. See if they'll come. We didn't want to pop.
Don't be afraid to use your knife.
All right. Here's what I don't really like. So you see we have guys using our night helms. We have guys using our, whatchamacallit, wind walls. See, this over here I do like. You see he's longbow clapping and he's pushing them back and discouraging them from hard pushing us. That's a good little solo clap. But what I don't like is having our defensive / pushing mechanisms off cooldown when I've called nothing of the sorts. We're calling light backwards, and we're basically interested on setting up on this position. So this is where we want to set up. But we're popping night armors and we're popping night helms to defend that, and that's just basically, that's a little too early. That's not what we want. Like, they're not pushing, they're clearly not pushing yet. They're about to push, we know that, but we should keep our defenses up at the moment.
Hey, hells, we have a shit ton of them.
Just keep the harass damage up. Keep the harass damage up. Light push into them. Tanks, that's okay. That night armor, I called a light push into him. So we got a night helm to make sure we don't get jumped by this man. In case he jumps us, we don't get soul sight. Forward, so DPS slightly forward. Don't clump. DPS slightly forward. Here they come. Here's a light clap from them.
Are you on the east side?
We're fine. We're fine.
Southeast, yeah.
Guys, here we go. Look for something. Push light. See, there's my potion. All right. So it's clear. Look, this jump was good. That jump was good. We have our tanks here. This is clearly our tank line. This is perfect. And then, so we can clearly tell they're about to push into us. See, this is when I believe I call. Hold on 1 second. Lightly push lightly. Lightly forward. All right, now back. Everybody back. Sprints back. See, now I'm calling us to hard backwards to try and pull them into the choke. This is when we would have preferred to have our night armors up. I know a lot of the front line does not have their night armors up because, well, we only really have like 2 or 3 in the front line, which is not really what we want, but moving on from that right now. So we need more, like, if you're on a soul scythe, you need to be in night armor because you're the ones that help us back up. So we start to back here. Sprints back to our choke. We do this well. Sprints back to our choke. I'm kept alive here. Use this choke that we have. That's a good. Alright, so as you can see, the number one thing we need to talk about here is we hard back, but we abandon each other way too much. You saw that soul scythe that came through and knocked everybody up about, hold on, right? Where is it? Sprints back to our choke. Sprints back to our soul scythe. Sprints back to our choke. Use this choke. That soul scythe right there. That's what we need more of when we're going to retreat, guys. We need to help each other retreat. Because I have to be up front to get a view of their line, and our tanks need to be there to hold them back. But besides that, we do get backwards. We should have popped more defensive. For the future, we need more knight helms. We need more knight armors.
We have. Use this choke that we have.
More heals.
Use this choke that we made. Now, choke on that we made.
But
choke on that we made.
We get out of this
Guys,
fight.
all right, keep backing. Southeast, 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 southeast.
Get out of
this
fight.
cliff. This
And we
cliff's
set
our
up our
choke.
choke. All right, so I've called this cliff's our choke. There's our tank line right here. That's clear. Here's our DPS. And we're set up on this choke. We get a great clap here, guys. This is what we need to look for in fights.
This cliff's our choke. I'm prepping on it. I'm prepping on it. Use our defense.
We're ready here.
All right, on the choke. DPS on the choke now.
Go,
DPS
go,
on the
go.
choke.
There's the clap. That's what we need right there. That clap is the kind of stuff that's the kind of stuff that changes fights. You see, their whole zerg that pushed into the front is right there.
Go back line is dead.
Look at the amount of people that clapped that. Now here's the problem with that push on that, is that we had guys we had tanks jump into that either without their potion or they just stood in it. That's not what we can have. If we get a clap like that,
all right, keep it alive.
we gotta stay
There
out
we
of
go.
that. Now you see, we did get a good clap there. We got a good clap. Now here's the problem. We push right there. That's not what we want. We have all the guys push into that. All these DPS that just clapped that are starting to move forward.
Nice.
And that's not what we want. You see, we drop one. We probably drop him. A couple tanks go down in that clump. Those two probably go down. We want to clap that choke, and then we want to back up and reset on the choke.
Hey, back out of that choke. 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 Need heals. Need heals.
We
All
set
right, back
up,
southeast
but
still.
we do
Southeast
get away
still.
from that
Southeast
choke.
still.
We do get away from
Here we
that
go.
choke,
We're
and
still
that's a plus.
southeast. We're still south.
Now, all right, here's something that I wanted to address mid-zerg, but obviously can't.
Heals. All right, back southeast still.
If
Southeast
you're
still.
not getting heals, I know I'm not trying to single you out, but there are people that are wondering that they're not getting heals, but they're not traveling in the mass. If you are on the side, you're not going to get heals till you come to the middle of the zerg, because that's where our natures are putting mushrooms.
Southeast still.
If you look, you'll
Here
see
we go. We're
mushrooms
still
just along
southeast. We're still
in the middle as
southeast.
we go.
We're low on healers.
That's the nature's job, is to heal the mass, not the single man. So if you want heals, you have to come into the middle of the zerg that we're running backwards with.
We need longer time. We need longer.
Besides that, I
reset
mean,
time.
that was a good
We need
pop.
southeast.
Guide
We need
reset.
southeast.
Pop.
Southeast. Southeast. Southeast.
That
Go
clap
southeast. All right, the
that's
zerg's
what we
zerg's
really
reset.
prefer.
Guys,
Set on
keep healing.
chokes
Keep healing.
and
Clear the
win the
stuff
fight
around
on
you.
those chokes.
Clear the stuff around you. All right, we're good. We're reset.
Oop, that's not what I wanted to click.
And one, two reliable DPS. Let's see. Let's see. Serval.
That's again not what I wanted. All right, we're gonna go back to where we were. Sorry.
Still southeast. All right, the zerg's reset. Guys,
So now we are resetting. We're gonna try again. Again, we had low healers, so this reset for us took quite a while. That's my fault. But as you can see, we start to push forward here, and this right here again is a good play. We start to catch some of them. Some of them push too far, and we start to catch some of them and kill them off. That's what we want. We want to make them like pay for their mistakes. All right. So you see, we get back to this original choke. I don't know why that Camel Mace got canceled there. What it hit. I go to throw it. Oh, I got stunned. Okay, now you know. So you see, we get to the choke here, and we reset on the choke. They declare. All right, guys, you look at that clump. That's the clump we killed. That's fight changing. But the problem is we have guys that died here and got super low here and then died out here. That clump right there was fight changing. We just got to make sure we survive when we do that fight. And DPS, when you step up to do that clump, make sure you pop your potion. Because the problem, or the truth is you're going to get hit when you're in like this close to the battle, or over here where you can't see on my screen. And that's okay. It's just you're going to get hit, so you got to prep yourself for it. All right. Next up, we got a little clap there, and this was the problem, is we all got distracted with one man, and this guy saw it and took advantage of it. We got to make sure we're not doing that, getting clumped by one guy and getting clapped by it, because you see here the gallows comes in and claps us next. But again, we're exchanging well. We're
interested in. Hold your positions out. Hold your positions out. Don't let this gala stack. Don't let this gala stack. All right, here they.
And so here comes their push. I called this a little late. This is on my fault. I did not see them sprint through.
Come back. Back. Sprints backwards. Cliff choke's what we're looking for. Cliff choke. Here we go, cliff choke. Hit it now if you have. Cliff choke, hit it now if you have. Anyone still for it, hit it now if you have.
Now the problem is that we knew what our choke was, and when we got pushed back, we all split off. We should have split around this choke, because if we had these DPS split here, and they tried to push up here, then we can stop them pushing up that. I mean, otherwise, guys, it was some missed calls from me, some bad calls by me. The fight was really well, and I do want to go back, because this clap right here is what we need to work on. Where is it? It's right here. This clap right here.
Alright, on the choke! DPS on the choke now!
Go!
I mean, this clap
Backline is dead.
win.
Alright, keep me alive!
That clap wins fights. Like, that's what we need to do. I want everybody that was involved in that, remember that kind of clap, that's your job. That's what you're aiming for. We're gonna have tanks that clump it. It's just your job to finish it off. Beautiful play on that part, guys. I mean, honestly, there's not much that I can help you work on this fight, because truthfully, we mainly lost because of low amount of healers, and that was my fault because we couldn't reset. I got my primary healer killed because I ran him too deep. But I mean, good fight on everybody's part. We had the for those of you that are healers, these two well of lives, these are perfect. This well of life,
there we go, we're pushing. Alright, stay back out of that choke,
I get hit right there. I go down to 20 HP. That well of life right there is keeping me alive. That is a perfect healing on the choke, because whoever did that knew we were going to take damage. You two that did that was perfectly played.
Back out of that choke. Need heal.
I mean, thanks for watching. Not much really. Like, if you're watching this, it means you do want to get better, and that's if everybody wants to get better, our zerg will naturally get better. Because I mean, we did tonight. We had a flank group. I'm gonna make a video on that. And see you next time, guys. See you at the next war camp.